Bionic Gym, and this is going to be the first of a series of live workouts. I've Instagram streaming here, and I've Facebook and YouTube streaming here. So in a few minutes, I'll be able to show indeed the wraps on and how it works. A short introduction about Bionic Gym for people who don't know um, is it's a wraps that are go on your legs, which I will show as we start talking, and it's an app on your phone which looks a little bit like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the program, and we're going to go in and talk more about the program workout. So I'm going to start the program now from the pro heading, pro zone. I'm going to try Twinkle Toes. So I'll let that load up. And I'm going to get the program started. So I mean, the principle, the idea behind the live today is to start off on the hour, build up the intensity and do the workout for 1 hour so people can actually start to see. So you can see here it's at 20%. I'm going to pump up the intensity. So the way I like to do it, just when I'm warming up, even start off at about maybe 27 and a half, or when I started using it, started a bit lower. So just for the first few minutes, this is how I would slowly get started, and I'll be able to show you here. So I have a split screen, and then from Instagram, I will point the camera down. So I have wraps on my legs, and there's electrodes which are here, 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 and then at the back too, here, 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 here. And it is electrical impulses that are sent into the muscles, and indeed target fast twitch fibers in the muscle, fibers which are generally just engaged in intense workout. So as you can see here, my legs are actually uh, pulsing. Actually, so the electrodes are on now at 27.5%, and it's driving my legs. So you can see just as a warm up now, that's all I'm doing. Just warming up, just nice and easy. Just getting warm up. And what it's doing, the whole concept is that it's mimicking shivering. So shivering, it's a body hack from our founder, Dr. Louis, to simulate shivering, uh, your muscles and your body shivering, which generates heat, which in turn, you can see, well, at some point they'll start sweating and burns calories. So as we increase intensity, but you'll see actually it gets more vigorous, the exercise workout that I'm actually getting. And it's a little bit warm here. I just done some light stretching before we started, but as you can see here, my t-shirt, I have no sweat, like nothing really yet. So, and the whole principle of today, a lot of people ask, I will bring on so we see the screen. It's a common thing for our users to ask where they should start, at what levels, what programs, indeed what would be good for if it's sitting down or standing up, how should they do it. So the idea here is to come on, do a series of lives, let people ask questions, but purely just to work through one workout and let the questions come in as they may. So I'll moving the phone back up, as we have Instagram here as well. So that's for we're at 27 and a half now. Now what I'll do is, as you can see, that it's actually a real, so I'm going to press pause. So pause, everything stops. So you can see here, nothing on my legs. So if I bring up this camera again, you can see here now, nothing again. And then as I go to resume, kicks off again. But actually you can see more of the laptop shaking. So I'm going to go ahead, show on the shared screen here. There we are. So I'm only at 25. So once there's a pause on, program kicks back in a little bit lower than it was before, about 10%, just to give your body a chance to adapt. It's the sensation, an interesting thing that Dr. Louis had told me when I first met him was like when you put your shirt on your shirt or t-shirt on in the morning, and you do feel the shirt or your t-shirt on your back, but then within a few seconds, you just don't notice. And even for the rest of the day, you don't feel it on your skin. And the same thing applies to the sensation from the bionic gym. Of course, you put it on and you feel it initially, but after that, it's all you do is you feel it in your legs. So I'm going to turn this up just as we go. I just get used to just turn it up every kind of few minutes. As you know, I started off at 27 and a half. So when I first started with Bionic Gym, I used the beginner programs, which we can go in here. I can show you the beginner program. So we start here, worked our way through the programs, and then now today where I am, where you can see is running Twinkle Toes, and it's actually good for standing up. So click back in. So I'm at 32.5, and only 5 minutes in, I can start to feel my body getting a little bit looser, a little bit warmer, but certainly not, as you can see in my t-shirt, not sweating. So if I, it's ideal for a Sunday evening, well, it is in Dublin, Ireland here, ideal for that. Um, so I don't need to go to the gym. I actually have my kids here, so I can't actually just leave my kids here on their own. So it's actually ideal to get set up on a Sunday evening. We've been out doing our bits and pieces for the day, and it's nice to come on and actually try and get in a workout. So the idea we had was, yeah, let's go ahead and start streaming some of these workouts and see if anybody asks any questions, and if they do, great, and I can answer them. And otherwise, it was just to see the timer in the background here that I'm actually going to start turning up. So up to 35. So leave that running. And for the viewers on Instagram, hello, my name's Ross. I'm with Bionic Gym. So it's just a live workout. So it's Twinkle Toes live workout. So it's minute by minute. So I started just on the hour, just a little bit after. I hope everyone can hear me. If they can't, there's no problem. I will just let me know and I'll get that sorted. There we go. So all it is, as I said, is just a live workout to go through Bionic Gym and show it. So I'm 42, father of two kids. Um, I joined Bionic Gym a period of time ago, something that my own family members had actually benefited from the use of it, and I'd heard about it, but never tried it. So when the opportunity came to work with Bionic Gym, it was certainly very, very interesting, and to start to see what it was like. Um, so I think the benefit of using Bionic Gym is something that I've started to feel as of recent months. I even put up some other photos of me before, something like that. So this would have been probably about 30 pounds ago. So I suppose since I started with Bionic Gym, about 30 pounds down now from the picture you see here. Uh, as you can see, I still have a ways to go, a good ways to go, but I'm certainly enjoying the journey. It's something that, yeah, I think even at the start, when I heard about it, and I heard people even talking about the benefits that they were experiencing, um, I must admit, even I was skeptical at the start. But I saw different things like the communities that Bionic Gym has. These are the communities, the main community in the Bionic Gym female community, where we have a lot of users, thousands of users. The Bionic Gym veterans community as well. So we're active users and some really impressive stories. There's been lives that Dr. Louis Crow, our founder, has done over recent months, and some of the people that we've seen, just amazing. They're inspiring to what they've achieved and what they continue to do. So they certainly put me to shame, certainly after Christmas. So what are we in now? We're 8.5 minutes in, so I'm on 35. So I think probably around 10 minutes in, I'll turn it up again. Um, yeah, 10 minutes in. So for people on Instagram, it's you can't. I'm not sharing. It's only people on Facebook and on YouTube and Twitter. who can actually see the screen, the workout screen as well, or they have the benefit of seeing that. But it's down. It's nearly at 10 minutes, and at 10 minutes, then I turn it up. So don't be afraid. Don't please send in here if you have any questions. I'd be glad to answer them. So we're getting to nearly on the 10-minute mark, and I generally try and put it up. It's amazing. You put it up, you think it's like 35. Nearly what I compare it to is when if you're in a hot tub or something like that, and you think it's 35 in Ireland, well, it's Celsius. So if it's 35 Celsius, the difference between that and like 40, or even the difference between 37 and 40 is significant. So I'm going to now turn it up. I'll wait. And so I generally try, even on the minute, so depending on if you want to be in and out of the app a lot, that's the other thing, depends how you want to do it. So I've turned it up to 38 there, and you can certainly see it in my legs now. So it's great people joining Instagram. It's a new platform for ourselves. So now I'm at 38, so I can see it here. You can see it in my legs, certainly on the side camera. I'll make that fully. So you can really see it here now driving my legs. So if anyone has any questions, don't worry about sending them in. So I'm at 48 minutes now in, and generally I'll start turning it up after about that. So you get a few minutes to set it up. Then I generally take about 5 or 10 minutes to start getting warmed up. So to start on Twinkle Toes Pro, probably now start at about 25, 27 and a half, something like that. And fairly quick get up into the 30s. Maybe at the start when I started using it, it started to go a bit lower, but certainly 10 minutes in, uh, you can you can certainly start to feel it. So what I'll do here now, so I'll put it out probably 45, and then looked at around the half an hour mark. So you can see, sorry, when you see the laptop shaking, it's actually my hand there. Oh, Tristov. So you've done 1 hour. Well done, Tristov. Tristov on Instagram just did 1 hour workout at 100 on bionic quads. That's a very high. That's very good. I presume you had a good sweat, Tristov, after doing that. That's really high. So I'm only at, as you can see, Tristov. I'm not sure you're on, but if you see it on Facebook, we're at 45 is what I'm at now, and I can certainly you can hear it in my breath now. Certainly starting to get it's more vigorous now. So the warm up, the easy bit's over. Uh, the more you get used to it, and the more you use it, actually starts it feels good on your muscles. There's a kind of rhythm to it. Uh, I suppose being an Irish man, I don't have much rhythm, but Yeah, so at 45 now. Yeah, Christoph, if you're doing that, if you're still going, I can join you into this call if you want, and we can you can tell me about your own experience. So as I said, I'm 45, level 45, at 45 minutes right now. So don't send in your questions if you have them. So probably about 40 minutes. I'll start turning it up, just cranking it up a little bit more. I'll be 20 minutes in then and well warmed up. So it's actually a spare unit I was using earlier on. So it's something to check out on the website. We sell spare units, so it's very handy, especially if you're using it for longer periods of time. So something that a lot of our users are going to open up one of our screens here for you. 1 second. So you'll see here on our website, and if you actually scroll down to the bottom, uh, so I can added information here. So in our workout screen, this is where we'll give you ideas, weight loss plans around weight loss plan, around weight loss, obviously, healthy heart exercise, and indeed for athletes, something that sometimes it's not just for weight loss, it's a key factor in general fitness or the benefits that you get from exercise for athletes. There's a lot of benefits here too. One of the programs that a lot of our users have been using, they bring out here, is glucose gobblers. So using it at low intensities for long periods of time, and people have had serious benefit um, from doing so. And that's where a spare control unit is definitely a good thing. So when it's under here in accessories as well, so contact our customer support too if that's something you're interested in. So I will go back. So I can jump back into the program. I'll start cranking this up. So now I'll run 50. Now I can really start to feel it. So I'll point the camera down for Instagram. Just adjusting the camera to get a good shot on Instagram too. So you can see my legs now really being pulsed. So now 20 minutes in, as you can see on the clock, or just about, starting to sweat now. It's all about building it up. It's all about starting out, getting warmed up, and start nudging, just slightly going up, bit by bit by bit. And that's where you feel the real impact. So I started off, as I said, around 25, 26, 27, fairly quick, up to 30 in the first 10 minutes. Now you can see after 20 minutes, up to 50. So we'll just keep at this down for a period of time. You can see here from the side, that's the control unit here, right here, control device, which is here, or a spare controller. That's what I was saying. So that's if it's a case that you're using for long periods of time, and in the office, it's very handy to have a spare controller. Right, so now it's time. As I'm doing it here, I'll just gradually put it up. So probably I'll put it up one every 2 minutes. Sometimes if you're using it and it's in you have your app in your pocket, you just sometimes rather just put the, well, if this was my phone, set it to whatever level you want to put it on the table. But as I have it on the screen here, I can just slowly edge it up until we get to 30 minutes. Straw is critical because obviously you're shaking, you need a straw, otherwise the water will go over your face. Yeah, so just waiting for a few people more to come on, to ask some questions, ask about how it's being used. Please don't hesitate. So we'll crank it up a bit more, save a few of them steps. So I'm starting to breathe a lot heavier now. Definitely get a good sweat on. Definitely feel a lot warmer. It's great being able to do this and not have to go to the gym just this evening. Other days I will go, but on days when I have things to do at the house, kids are here, we've been out all day. I'm just trying to squeeze this in. Much handier to be able to do it today. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have gone to the gym if it was this evening. It's nearly 5:25 here in Dublin. Not a hope, but I've gone, and I think that's the key thing. Not a hope, but I've gone to the gym this evening. It's too comfortable. You know, I could come in, get the dinner on. That would have been the easiest. Whereas now, I said to myself, once I'm home, get home just before 5, do it between 5 and 6, and really get that high, especially at this level when you're doing 55, and I will push it up. You'll experience that runner's high that you're looking for and getting a real good sweat. So they're at 60. So after Christmas, got back into it, but certainly for a few months now, able to build up to a fairly decent level. Getting to a half an hour now in Twinkle Toes. I've seen the this is where I was a few months ago. Uh, so I was about 30 pounds heavier in these photos, about 30 pounds heavier. And actually, one of the great things from using it, yes, I've kept an eye, certainly been a little bit more informed about what I eat. But as regards, as I say to everybody, chocolate hasn't tasted as good since I've been using this. So uh, sugars, it's the one of the programs like glucose gobblers, and even a lot of if some of the ads, which a lot of us have seen, Bionic Gym really just sucks up sugar in your system. Your glucose runs it down, and when it's gone down, as you keep using it, especially using it after you eat in the evening, it's taken sugar from storage, which is ultimately right here. And take that down. A little bit again. Bring up 62. So using it in the evening, heat sugars. So it turns basically fat into sugar. Uh, and overnight you can really feel a difference over a period of time. So I've been using it for half an hour now, and now you can really see it. It takes uh, it takes about a half an hour to get going sometimes when you're trying to warm up. So this is the whole point of today was to show a genuine workout for an hour. Turn it on, and you can see that I have two cameras here, one here. There's no trickery. I have the device, have my wraps on. These are shorts, by the way. Just got them in Decathlon today. Shout out Decathlon, and they're a little bit shorter than uh, I would normally wear. In fact, my kids aren't in the room, so it's fine. Hold on, take some water. Straw again, critical. My favorite band, U2. So U2 tunes would be any of the Joshua Tree to get going. Oh, so Asima, well done after your back surgery. How do you find it actually? If anyone's even using it, they're more than welcome to come on at the same time. If they're using it in a workout, just checking your Instagram as well. Hello, everyone from Instagram, which is great. Thanks for coming in. So, anyone's using it, they're more than welcome to. Yeah, I can invite them in. I can send them a link. It's always good. The peer support is always great. Something that I'll show up here a few times is our communities. It's a big thing with the communities, the normal Bionic Gym community, female community, which they're real Trojans of workers. They're inspiring people. So many stories and so much support. Moderators, Tressa and Denise, and the amount of effort that goes in, and the peer support. Just reading through that, I read through it every day, and the positivity is just fantastic. And then we have a veterans community as well, which isn't as active as you get, but it will be. And we're going to follow up with diabetics use this a lot. Anybody really with barriers to exercise. So we're going to create a community because there's a lot of chat going on from diabetics who are using it, and they talk about the benefits that they're seeing. So we'll just create a community and let users speak amongst themselves, which is great. There's people from all over the world using it. So enough chit chat from me. I'm going to turn it up even higher. So right now, 66. We'll keep punching. So now at 70. So Carl, sorry, just to show people who are wondering, these are the comments that were coming in. The other one as well. How long was I using it? So this is from Carl for people who are on Instagram. See, setting this out now. How would I compare the intensity I feel with glucose gobbler and Twinkle Toes? It's a good question. So I have this on 70. So one of the great things, Carl, and it's a great question to ask, if I'm using this, Twinkle Toes would be like for here at home when I do an hour or maybe 2 hours, and then I'll crank it up to 70 as I have now, and then I'll start really feeling the sweat. But if I only use Twinkle Toes, or sorry, not Twinkle Toes, glucose gobblers in work, for example, I use on lower levels, maybe 30 to 40, sort of depending how I am, depending when I built it up, if I've been using it. So I've used it at about Twinkle Toes at 40, but if I'm on a conference call or a Zoom meeting, I'll turn it down to about 30. But it was great. Use a standing desk, and then we use the standing desk. You can actually turn the levels up and talk. So one of the things. So what I wanted to do was, as I'm talking, this is ideal if you want to use it at a higher level. I have a normal desk. I have my laptop here. It's reconnecting. It's always a technical issue. Okay, so we're back. Just checking in on the Instagram. Okay. So hopefully that answers your question, Carl, about Twinkle Toes. So glucose gobblers, longer periods of time, 30 to 40 intensity. And then Twinkle Toes, about 70 on the Pro right now. So hope that answers your question. You're welcome, Carl. Try to stand at the best angle so you see it from here. Also Instagram, on the phone, and on the laptop. So leg position is something that people ask about as well. I generally try and keep it small. Like if you play golf, like you're in a rescue mode or something like that. But generally shoulder width, slightly pointed out. And depending on how you stand, you can stand here like this with your toes pointed in, or indeed if you go slightly with toes pointed out, uh, you actually start to feel a little bit more bounce. So down to the last 20 minutes now. 72.5 will be on, for me now, will be at the higher end. Certainly, if I want to keep talking, as you can tell, quite labored talking. There's me leaning on the table, so everything's shaking. So, asking me another comment. Thank you for showing this is not a scam product. I absolutely appreciate you taking your time to praise this sort of seed. Yeah, you're very welcome. And thanks for coming on and talking to or commenting, Asima. That was the point of today. We didn't promote it, just wanted to come on as casual as indeed I'm using it. And to not make a big poop about it. Whew, definitely going now. And it was just to show the impromptu nature of it, was just also to show how easy it is. You get home, you pop it on, and some people have anything, other restrictions. It could be the kids, physical, emotional. We saw Jamie Starr doing another recent Facebook Live. It's on our YouTube. A lady with MS, and she's really kicking ass in her wheelchair. Kicking ass in her wheelchair using Bionic Gym, and is a real, and should inspire us all to use it. And the examples of removing barriers to exercise, all I have to do is put on these straps. That's it. Turn on the app, and away I go. And if I'll bring this back. Whew. So thanks for that, Asima. So from John, just finished an hour on glucose gobblers and burned 520 calories. Definitely a great product. Well done, John. Thanks for the comment. We had Carl earlier who's asking questions on the differences between glucose gobblers and Twinkle Toes. I'm not sure how you feel, but certainly with Twinkle Toes, you build it up over the hour where you're really, as you can see, I'm pretty pumping now with 16 minutes to go. Being a Sunday evening, it was, as I said earlier, not a hope, but I've gone to the gym. Absolutely no way. 42, I know myself by now, but people in my situation or anything similar, we know ourselves, but we're all able to do more. And a product like this is out there, is available for purchase, obviously, and it does make the difference. I find that nights like tonight, when I promised myself I'd go to the gym all weekend and I didn't, I used this. and you can really feel the benefits, feel that runner's high. I don't run, but I know the feeling from using this. And it means then next week, I'm going into next week already with a good start. I feel like the only progress you make, if I bring up a picture I showed earlier, was me during the summer. I probably look better there because I'm not covered in sweat. But 30 pounds ago, or maybe slightly more, maybe slightly more ago, with using this product has helped. And certainly after Christmas to maintain it. As I said, not going to the gym. I find the biggest thing for weight loss is just keeping it going. If you have chocolate, or which I did yesterday and probably will later, it's just about keep going. And it's something I'm talking to Louis that he tries to make me see that moderation. So if you're going to have that, like we have to be realistic. So having that on Sunday evening, sitting down having a nice meal with my kids and some dessert, you have to enjoy it. But slightly, not only if I'm talking pure calorie deficit, I will have burned a significant amount. I estimate at this level, probably 800 calories. But I might be slightly conscious to maybe just stick to that one dessert. But I'm going into tomorrow, into Monday. I will naturally feel better after using this, and it gets the week off to a great start. Monday evenings, I find, are already hard. And then having started in theory on Sunday evening, I kind of feel like I'm already one step ahead. Here's another comment from John. John, so reading your comment for everybody who's. So John here twisted his knee last June, severely restricted initially, but could do this every day nearly and get a full workout. Wow. Well done, John. And how are your fitness levels since, I presume, or hope you've been able to maintain them? Calorie burn is one thing, but the feeling good. Better than ever. That's great, John. For people on Instagram, it's just one of our users with a bad knee surgery or knee injury has indeed maintained his fitness levels. So that's really fantastic, John. I should have sent you an invite earlier and brought John here to do the hour together. But thanks again, John. So on Instagram, hi Colin. I'm using Twinkle Toes program. I'm up to 72.5 Twinkle Toes on the Pro. So for everyone, it's Colin is on Instagram asking the question about program, so the people who are on Facebook can actually see it at the moment. I'll bring it back up there. So Thanks, God. I appreciate that. But it's Twinkle Toes 72 and a half in work tomorrow. It'll be glucose gobblers sitting at the desk. Yes, what are you using? Queen missing. If it's a question, it's Bionic Gym. It's a set of wraps on my legs with electrodes front and back, sending electrical impulses, targeting my muscles. And it's a body hack that Dr. Louis Crow, the founder, turned into this product. And it simulates shivering in the body. So, like you're out in the cold, your body will start shivering to generate heat. As it does so, it burns calories. And the technology, and we're a combination between the product, Dr. Louis being a medical doctor, has combined, an inventor really, his medical know-how, his experience, and then with the software to turn that body hack of shivering into a vigorous cardio workout. And as you can tell, I'm starting to wane a little. It's 9 minutes just over left, and I can really feel it now. I had a slight warm up in the interest of transparency, which was basically a bit of stretching, a couple of squats, get the dogs and the kids quiet or busy, making gingerbread houses, so then I could turn it on. Theo, yes, I'm okay. Thanks for asking. This is a live workout demonstration of Bionic Gym. Check it out at bionicgym.com. So yes, I'm very okay. I got a few great in 8 minutes and 50 seconds, but I've completed my workout. Geo, in your PTG, I don't know what PTG is. What's PTG? And if you've caught me out on a fast one and it gives people a laugh, that's great. But I don't know what that's short for. So, John, play the game. Well, I have two things going on Instagram. I have Geo asking, play the game. Let's just say, like any forms of vigorous exercise, this or any other types, we certainly promote them all. Unlike with any other things, doing two things or multitasking is something we all achieve or certainly strive to achieve. So yes, yeah, let's leave it there. As you can see, sweating my legs now. So John, am I wearing a heart rate monitor? No, I'm not. I think sometimes, I suppose with the sheer sweat, if I put my t-shirt in, you can actually see it. It's the level of sweat I have, and heart rate monitor. I'm not sure how many, if I need any more verification with the scientific testing that we did, or certainly that Louis did. A lot of heart rate monitors are used, VO2, with the mask. Everything was measured to to proof it out for our FDA clearance, which we were successful, indeed renewed. What areas of the body for Queen? Hi, Queen. So, standing back here again. So that's it here. It's just leg, just wraps on the leg. Takes me about 30 seconds. So, electrodes here and here. Electrodes at the front. And that's all it's doing. It is technology that's been around for a long time. Some of the stuff you see online saying it's a scam. That's the whole point of coming on here. I've had 3 cameras on me the whole time. It'll be on YouTube, anyone can see it. Nothing else on me. That's it. Just standing here. Actually, yeah. So, targets the legs. Legs being basically the engine, and that's why we designed it as such. Drive the engine of the body for that. Mimic shivering here. Higher we go, more glucose runs down, more blood at once, pumps the heart, pumps the lungs, and that's what's giving me a workout. Hey, John. Very good point. So, yeah, a lot of people will do that. I want to maintain a level. For me, I'm kind of on a sprint finish, so I can't work like this. Although my colleagues might, well, they'd laugh. If I'm doing glucose counters, I want to keep my heart rate up where I'm burning calories during the day. I have used a heart rate monitor, so I'll nudge it up or down accordingly. And you're dead right. Whereas now, I have 4 minutes left. And it's a sprint finish. Basically, keep it going for as long as I can. So when I do the hour, it helps me keep up. Andrea from Instagram, it certainly is. It's a great workout. It's a workout that I'm feeling the benefit of now. Just for anyone looking, it's Andrea Instagram. It's a workout that I wouldn't have had tonight without Bionic. So thanks for checking out bionicgym.com. Water with the straw is critical. Will do, John. Thank you. Every little bit counts. Up to 75. For the last bit. No, Andrea, but a lot of people do. We just had that those questions. John on Facebook just did glucose gobblers, 550 calories, I think. My experience measuring heart rate in the past, I get up to maybe even, I'm up to 75, so I will go over 1,000 calories for this workout in my sitting room, living room. You'll see other videos, Miguel, Jamie, Tressa, lots of people, and they're burning hundreds of calories per hour. It depends on yourself, the level you're going to go. If you want to sit down and watch TV, you're not going to use it like this. So I'm a big sweaty mess. But that was the target. That was the goal. And using Bionic Gym makes it easy to achieve those goals. I wouldn't get this if I went to the gym tonight. I would not work myself hard enough to get it. So I go to the gym, my sweat will be up here. So maybe I should bring out a t-shirt to mark the levels. I let Bionic Gym work me. And now I have a minute left, just over. How long? So this evening, an hour. Question on Instagram. 1 hour. Slight warm up, as I said, a few squats, bit of stretching. I'm 42. But apart from that, I'm basically standing here talking to lovely people on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And I'm letting Bionic Jim do this to me. Just amazing. And this is only the first workout in the series of different places we're doing. And for anyone who ever questions it, I've had the camera on the whole time. It's on YouTube. That's the device, it's a spare. Still on 4%. Still on 75%. That's very good. This would give you probably 4 to 6 hours, depending on your level. Slowing down. Yes. And well done. Thank you, Bionic Jim. So I've done the hour. Whew. Yes, John. Yeah, so even if I put my hands there, I can start the sweat coming through my t-shirt. So I've done the hour. Thanks for everybody for coming on. John, we might reach out to you, do a workout together. That would be a great thing. I don't know if people are interested. I think so. Everybody gets started at the same time and indeed tries different things. The way I try and do it, other people mightn't. And you sort of learn from each other. The glucose gobblers, we're going to do some from the office in Dublin. We're going to do some while we're out traveling. We're going to do some when you're working from home. We're going to do some even when you're stuck in a coffee shop working, traveling. We're going to do a lot of them. So it's real, as you can see here. Anybody logging in, you just go back. You'll see this t-shirt. And that's even from, yeah. No scam here. The workout that I wouldn't have had. So thanks everybody for joining. Really appreciate it. We appreciate the comments, and maybe the next time I'll give everyone the heads up. I just wanted to see how this platform worked. Take care.